Okay, so today let me get on my stomach. Today I uploaded a song called Simplicity. So we're going to talk about mm, mm, the opposite of being stupid in love. Because there are some people who get into a relationship, and of course, when you get into a relationship, yes, there are those times that you need to think with your head and not your heart, because your heart can easily be deceived and your heart can be tricked and just not really realistic or very mindful of different situations or different scenarios or really thinking things through. Your heart can be the thing that is just so caught up in the moment, just caught up in the emotions, just caught up into the newness. Your heart can make the saying true, love is blind. On the flip side, there are those situations where people think too much think too much with their head about their relationships, where they're just, and I mean this in the form of worry. Because sometimes people, they sit and they wonder and they just, worry is really bad. Like it's a form of fear, because you're sitting and you're just contemplating and you're doing what ifs, what about this, what if this happened. And a lot of the time you're sitting there worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. But since you are feeding those thoughts in your mind, oftentimes, and since you are dwelling on those thoughts in your mind, that those thoughts of worry and what if this crashes and burn, it's often the fear of that, the fear and the worry that actually causes that to happen in reality. Like, your worries and fears often bring about, worrying and fretting and fearing often bring about those fears into your real life, and that is the sad part. And so that's why I encourage, when you're in a relationship, that you think smart, but that you also keep your worrying and fretting to a minimum. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, well, I'm not talking about suspicions and internal red flags like, oh, is he talking to another girl? You have to be careful of that. I'm talking about more in general, like talking yourself out of a relationship, like fear of the future. And I feel that people who have problems with this are people who have been hurt in the past. And therefore, when they get into a new relationship, they worry that maybe it will turn out or it will end up like their past relationship. And they have fears of things resurfacing, or fear of failure, or fear of being cheated on again, or fear of being hurt or rejected, or fear of things not working out, or fear of feeling that same pain again. And this is the worrying that will oftentimes lead to different actions of insecurities, and it is those acts of insecurity that you start to portray and live out that in essence drive your relationship into the ground. So when you start to worry and fret about different things in your relationship, take a hold of your thoughts, take a hold of your mind. You have to tell yourself, what am I worrying about? You're worrying about things that haven't happened yet, and you need to think with a positive attitude. Think of all the good things. Yes, you have a past, but look at the present. You are currently in a relationship. You're in a relationship again, and if you've been hurt in the past, that's a really great thing. Like, someone wants to be committed to you. Don't talk up all of these doubts in your mind, like, what if they don't really like me? No, think positive. I have a girlfriend, I have a boyfriend, and think the best about today. Think the best about the future or what is to come. But most importantly, like, live in the present. You can't live in the past hurts and fears. You can't live in the present because you haven't been there yet. You can't say, what if this fails tomorrow? You're not in tomorrow. Enjoy the relationship while it is there. Live in the present happiness that you can be in right now. Live in the present blessings, and don't take the present for granted and worrying about the future or fearing about the past. resurfacing in the present. You have to take it a day at a time. And so don't hoard up bad worries and thoughts in your mind, because they will pollute your mind and get into your actions and in the way of insecurities, and that can really affect your relationship. So you have to change your mind and change your thought processes. If you've been beat down in self-confidence wise in your past relationship, renew your self-confidence and be like, no, I am a good person. Tell yourself the opposite of the bad that you're telling yourself in your head. Like, stop worrying. It will not do you any good. Worrying does nothing good for you, but it can do a lot of bad. So you have to change your thoughts. Capture the bad thoughts and send them down, because they can create inception of bad things, and then it just takes one thought to latch on that can create baby thoughts, and those baby thoughts grow into toddler thoughts and bigger thoughts, and then your mind is just filled with doubts and insecurities. Stop it in the beginning and just stay positive about the situation. Focus on the good. If you're dwelling on good thoughts, then you're going to have a good and better life. If you're looking at the more optimistic side of things, then you're going to be good. But how can someone be happy? Or if they're dwelling on badness and all the negativity, how can someone have a positive relationship when in their mind all that they're thinking is doubt, fear, and negativity? That is what's going to end up coming out in them in the relationship. So you kind of have to change your mind and think positive. Think on good things. Think on, this is my new chance to find love. This is my chance. I look nice today. I can be loved. Today is a new day. Today is another chance. This is a date. It can go great. We're going to have a good time. But when you are optimistic, don't get carried away either into some fantasy. Just be realistic. Live in the present. Don't talk yourself down. Like, don't talk bad about yourself in your head, anywhere else. Like, that's not appropriate, and it's not going to build up your self-esteem at all. So you're not allowed to talk bad about yourself, because I said that, and I'm saying that now. Talk good about yourself. Talk good about your relationships. Speak about the good that is going on presently, today. And more good will come out of that. And that's all I have to say for today.